Alright, we're back at it again. Had to take a little break there for about a week just because of real life busyness stuff. So I'm going to need to refresh myself on where exactly we are. And we are on day 5. It's 4:07 p.m. I believe we had spoken to the steppe people in the street, and they had said that a bull was going to be sacrificed somewhere later today. We can always check our mind map here. Let's see. Okay, I also had some infected organ tinctures brewing, I believe, that I need to start testing. Let's see. The bull will be sacrificed at the Raji Barrow in the evening. I think 6 is the right time, so we've got 2 hours. We currently have no markers in the city. We could run out and try to grab a few more infected organs by dissecting some dead people. I've treated both of the infected characters, Peter Stomatin and Anna Angel, and I've administered immunity boosters to Vlad the Younger. Those are the only people currently at risk, thankfully. So let's see, and let's bear in mind too that this occupies time. These are non-infected diseases, or non-infected organs rather. Alright, so we have these concoctions brewing. I'm not sure how many I'm going to need to make, but the combination space is there are 3 different colors of tinctures, and then 3 different colors of tincture pluses, so that's 6. And then there are 4 different organs which I've been able to harvest from bodies, so that's 4. So that's a pretty large combination space for tincture and organ pairings, even if the pluses are functionally the same as the regular versions of that color. That's still a little bit scary. And speaking of which, let's see, I think I'm a bit light on my tinctures here. Tinctures are giving me immunity as I go through infected districts, and I'm also able to trade them to the children for things like bullets, so they are quite valuable. Although I can do that with these painkillers that I made too, using the non-infected organs. Let's see. I do have a vial of blood. I got 3 schmouters. Just organize my inventory here a little bit. I've got a bunch of regular pills. I don't have any of the plus versions of the pills that make them better. I think I can go ahead and stash some of these rotten things away, because the dead item shop won't be open until after midnight. As well as this needle and all that. How's my cloak holding up, actually? I should see if I can repair my cloak. Alright, I require 2 safety pins and I only have 1. That's a damn shame. And it looks like it's maybe about to slide back down on the durability scale. So I think the play here is to just hope to get another paperclip and to just go in without the cloak, because if it degrades further, it will require even more resources to repair. And gosh, yeah, the remainder of my protective gear is all shot, which is unfortunate. Alright, how much time have we wasted? We've wasted a good amount. Let's try to get back into the infected district and see if we can find some bodies to cut open. Also, how much ammo do I have for my revolver? Looks like I have 1 round. So I really shouldn't be getting into fights if I can avoid it. I'm betting that the bull sacrifice is going to be revelatory in some way. So much of the mythology behind being this Menku, this person who knows the lines and can cut bodies, seems to revolve around this steppe lore that conceptualizes the earth as being constituted by the body of a giant bull. That is assuming that there is ultimately any stock in the the step lore, which so far, I mean, the Menku tinctures have proven viable, although I'm not 100% sure if that's to do with the Menku stuff or just Isidore Barak, Artemis' father, being quite clever. Okay, let's see. How are we on food, actually? I didn't even think about that before I ventured out. How's our fun reward looking? Alright, so what happens if I give this person... I've got a bunch of white antibiotics right now. And now I'm aware of the fact that the fund reward is a thing. Okay, it looks like it's stepped up to the next bar. So hopefully I'll have additional food and money coming in tomorrow. Alright, come on, bodies. Oh wow, this guy has a pocket watch. Okay. Yeah, I'll take it. That's a phenomenal trade. Wow. Pocket watches trade real well in some places. And the springs and the ears seem pretty good too. But let's not forget our main mission here is to find bodies to cut open. Not to find the herbs that I'm listening to right now. Although if I can snag this, now it's driving me crazy. We need to watch that immunity meter too. Come on, there's gotta be some corpses around here. Oh. Now we're in a post-infection district. Well, sometimes there are corpses on the ground, right? Or am I misremembering things? Maybe I go back into this infected district. Okay, that's for the dead item shop. Now, plague victims, I could presumably slay this person and steal their organs, but I'm pretty sure that that would give me a big reputation ding for killing an innocent person. It's probably not worth it. Look at this guy just walking around all confident like... Good lord, more pocket watches. I'm going to need to do an herb run before too long. Oh boy. Jesus. That cloud just came out and attacked me, good god. Okay, there's a dead body there. Organ damaged, damn. Ouch. And our scalpel durability is basically nothing. Can we loot this body too? Okay, there's nothing on it. That's gonna have to do it, because we have an appointment to make, which will hopefully appear on our map. In fact, we've got this blackness on the screen. It may be worth it even just to step into a house for a moment where the plague just isn't all around us. I'm not quite sure how that mechanic works, but I feel like when the blackness is on the corners of the screen that you're at risk of getting infected. And I can hear a wandering plague cloud in here. So we really need to watch out for that. It sounds like it could be beyond those doors to the right. Excellent, another body. Let's see if we can get an infected brain. Oh man, but this is the last thing that we can do with our scalpel. We'll need to get it repaired. Shit, the hunger meter's getting high too. We don't want to touch that cupboard. Now it's interesting that this one requires a lockpick. Let's just see what's in there. Couldn't hurt. Oh shit. Let me get this shit out of here. Okay, did it dissipate? It dissipated. That just consumes so many resources, though. And I can hear more of them too. We need to bounce. Drink some water as we leave. Get the hell out of here. Alright, our exhaustion is maxing out too. We have some coffee. But the hunger piece is going to be really rough. This plague has a mind of its own. Like it's behaving like a sentient force. Let's see, can we trade? Well, we were able to pick a lock, but I guess this did we break it? Where did the lockpick go? Or was some other instrument used as the lockpick that this guy isn't interested in buying? Okay, let's swing by these stones on our way back to the laboratory. Okay, this is new. The bull is sacrificed at the Raji Barrow. If I want to be there, I need to arrive before dawn. Okay. So we have a little bit of time. Let's make an herb run here. But the food piece, I don't think we have anything that we can eat. Well, if we start starving, we won't die instantly, at least. It's possible, too, that the bull sacrifice could provide us with meat. Because we have seen slabs of, like, steak as food items available in shops occasionally. So maybe that's the play. We run through the little river inlets here at the end. We go back to the laboratory, and we stash the things that we've got. And then we head over to that bull sacrifice. It's risky. I'm kind of tempted, actually, to just go to the shady shop. We do have 1,800 money, and we have pocket watches. I think maybe that's the play. That skips us on the herbs, but we can probably retrieve the herbs from the way back from the bull sacrifice. We might as well grab our water while we're here. And have we already acquired a map of the, I think we have, because we can see 3 infected districts. Just thinking about... Sometimes the children have food too. Perhaps it's worth it to check. Okay, she will take this. I kind of need the thimble. Alright, so let's see. We have milk as an option. Who else will trade with us? Game's stuttering a little bit. Okay, we've bought everything out from that guy. So let's just get this milk here first. Let's play the inventory Tetris. We did have a lockpick. He just was... Oh, it's the bloody lockpick that we had extracted from the corpse at the beginning of the game. Perhaps that's why the Nightjar wasn't interested in buying it. I don't know. Interesting. Okay, this will tide us over for a little bit. I think after we handle the bull sacrifice, if it gives us food, we just do that herb run I was talking about, and then we get some sleep. Have we damaged our scalpel all the way down? We have. That's rough too. We're going to need to get a new scalpel. Do that or repair it. I'm not sure which is cheaper. We can probably snag a little bit of twire. And everything's got this very red haze. I guess that just must be the sun's angle. Perhaps I haven't been out here at this time of day before. Nice. There's some swivery. That's what makes the good tinctures. Well, they're all good, but that's what makes the best immunity boosting tinctures for the townspeople that I encounter. We're okay on exhaustion. We have another coffee. It's time to cut back to the west here, though. Wonder how Grace is doing, too. You are always welcome here. Yeah, I feel that. Fortunately, we've been able to stave off death pretty effectively for this run. I think we were slain once. Oh boy, what's going on? What was that? Something must have changed somewhere. Perhaps in the graveyard. Man, those exhaustion and hunger meters are scaring me, especially with health this low. Like I said, being exhausted or maxed out on hunger won't kill us immediately, but it will drain our health consistently. Maybe we just go and tend to the bowl and hopefully we start to get some fireflies. Well, Ko-o. He is ready, Yargachin. He only waits for you, Yargachin. Much joy in such waiting. Soon he will become himself, and the sky and earth will return to their due places. Gorkon shall follow, and harsh winter will chase away the foul autumn. That which came from the ground shall return to the ground. A blade for you, Yargachin, to trace the lines properly. That's a good blade. Oh, sick. Menku's finger. Trace it along flesh, pry it open. To kill, to cure. Is there any difference? A tool for a surgeon, a tool for a Menku, a tool for a bandit, a tool for a ripper, a tool for me. This is a ritual scalpel that only the Menku can touch. If a layman were to try it, it is said that the scalpel would turn against their own flesh. But in capable hands, this is the best scalpel available. Wow. We're gonna need to keep that thing topped off. Let's trace the lines. Right, 2 steaks. Holy shit. Let's start getting some of this swire. The Buha grants you his blood. Take the blood. The Buha are immune to the earth plague. The disease rolls off them. Water off foul. The blood is strong. Drink it, Yargachin. It's good for your health. They don't ever get sick, you're sure. We keep eyes on every bull. We love them, know them better than our children. If a bull died, how could we have missed it? A learned man came to us. He said the bulls brought the disease. He was a fool. He made a mistake. I think he's referring to Dankovsky. No, he's no fool. Perhaps I should tell him of this bull thing. Alright. I'm still not quite sure how I feel about Dankovsky, but he has been less of a prick the past few times that I've spoken to him, even addressing me with terms of respect. And despite our disagreements, he is still working himself to the bone on this issue as well, so perhaps there's a mutual respect developing there, even though our methods differ substantially. At the end of the day, though, we can't count on him to actually care about or save the town. He's not of this place, and he would probably sacrifice it if it meant obtaining his vaccine. So, a measure of guarded respect is what I would call it. We just need to be a bit wary of him. The herb brides are dancing. Alright. I need to eat one of these steaks. Excellent. Wow, that's so much hunger recovery. That really hits the spot there. And I think that we've had a pretty successful herb collection here. Now the question is, if we want to discuss the bull's blood with Dankovsky, where is he located? Hopefully he pops up on the mini-map here. I haven't really looked thoroughly yet. It makes sense to show bull blood to Dankovsky. He's the man with a microscope. So Dankovsky, it looks like he's at... Is that Eva Jan's house? The oddly dressed woman? I think that was where she was sitting on the piano. Like, she was wearing a very revealing outfit. That's not what was odd about it, though. It was that it was literally, like, cobbled together pieces of disparate outfits, is what it seemed like. And she had talked about, learning about the steppe people or something to that effect. What are you doing here? No, just hanging out, I suppose. Alright. Can't say I'm accustomed to the presence of nightjars over here, though. That's a little bit odd. Perhaps he's there to intervene on the kin meeting there at night, because the kin, after all, appeared to be discussing matters of revolution or insurrection. Alright, so we can start 2 more serums. Looks like Murky's doing okay. Alright, first things first, let's get some stuff stashed here. We don't need all of this water. We don't need these guys currently. Actually, we might be able to use those to do some repairs. We'll have to check in a moment. Maybe we can repair the Menku finger. We can stash our things that we need to repair our clothing with here. We should probably keep the pocket watch. Definitely keep the Menku finger. The springs can be traded to children, so there is some value in them. We have a lot of Swevery, actually. That's quite impressive. And some Twire, too. Twirine, which I suppose I could drink to try to reveal. I wish I could remember which combination we had tried initially, actually. Looks like the plus tinctures brew faster. Interesting. go for the white. And we have healthy organs as well. So let's see, here are our question mark things that we can attempt to use to treat people. Which means venturing back into plague districts, unfortunately. Oh shit. And what do you do now, I wonder? Seek a salve that will slay me? Oh, you dear warm being. Are you sure you want to challenge me, earthly man? I'm not here to pick a fight, I'm here to help the sick. Well said, Barak. Indeed, you know the lines, if you see this clearly. You are no fool, unlike that bachelor, or the changeling. There is no helping them see the truth. You, however, love life dearly. Do you? Indeed, I am life itself. Is that so? And yet, all you touch dies. And what is the next step in this plot you weave? I would like to know. I'm not telling you. You jest, surely. You are like a bairn making stew from sod and bones. What was that red stuff? Guts from menfolk? Ah, man guts won't do, Barak. Oh no, your bodies are weak. Try your foolish potion on someone and you'll see that it is worthless. This one might fail. The next one, who knows? You mean to test everything you can find? What wisdom! You should be done in 40 years if you live to reach such an age. I might cut short your woe, for I am not without kindness. The fool will die, and the wise shall receive my help. I don't mean to test every combination of ingredients. I do not stand still, Menku. I shift, and shift quickly. Will you race me? Alright, I'll give you a head start. Get lost. So we now appear to be having more hallucinatory discussions with death, perhaps?
Well knows the kitten whose meat it has eaten.
So when are we doing field work? I'm sick of sitting around here. Did you see that thing just now? I've seen everything around here. I remember every corner. I could totally pawn my eyes now, because I don't even need them anymore. So will you take me to do field work? So you didn't notice anything at all. I guess there was a gust of wind, like a draft. You forgot the door, maybe? And the conversation, did you hear it? So you've made a sample, right? Are we going to test it now? We need to find a sick person, an easier task than I'd like. So you'll give your sample to the sick person, but they need an observation, right? I can help. Deal? I'll wear a face mask and everything. Observation is not required. We'll know the results immediately. What if it doesn't help? How will you know what to do next? I'll look inside them when they die. Something's bound to change. I'm not in a particular rush to get over to Dankovsky. A little bit of sleep would do us some good. And our reward from the fund is coming in soon. So I think I can just stash this steak and have it as an emergency backup for now. It's also getting close to the time for the dead item shop, so let's grab those pieces. And let's see real quick what the Menku finger requires for... Whoops. Apparently we can upgrade our inventory again. Alright, can't do that. How damaged is our gun? I think it's fine for now. It's not like we have a ton of bullets anyway. Okay, we can go ahead and repair the Menku finger. Although, is it worth waiting for it to degrade further before? Because I think the repairs go by those like gray lines, which I can't indicate currently, but the little gray intervals. But it's not like these ingredients are particularly expensive though. We might as well try it. Okay, yeah, I took it to the next little bump line, that's fine. Alright, so... let me get onto this screen real quick so that time isn't being burned. Oh, we have so many broken ampules? Wow. at the start of a new day, we should also have new trading opportunities with the children, I think, for the tinctures, so perhaps now is a good time to go ahead and just brew a bunch. We can grab this 10 water here. I'm actually not sure what this one makes. This makes the turbo tinctures, which the color doesn't really matter too much, because I'm not using them as diagnostics generally. I'm more using them for keeping important NPCs alive. Wow, we have 7 Medril Plus tinctures, actually. That's impressive. I'm not sure if I actually intended to make that many, but let's see if we can get some conventional tinctures going. We still have Swevery, too. Okay, that should be sufficient. We're getting a little bit light on water here. We have some blood and some bull's blood. The hunt for your friend continues. Come dawn, you won't be able to help him anymore. Apart from that, the night will be uneventful. A new pantomime is being rehearsed at the theater. Infected in the past 24 hours, 3544 people. Gone missing 38, committed suicide 11. Overall death toll 3621. We managed to protect the bridge square from infection, and that screen needs to stay up longer. But apparently the bridge did not get infected because of our efforts there with marking the houses. Oh boy. It's a good thing we treated him. He would have died without it. Man, those infection meters keep bumping way up on them.
You had 12 days. Not so many, but enough. One more day has passed. The town shifts. Something stirs in the theater. Something stirs within you.
Actually, is there drinkable water here? Yes. Beautiful. Murky has something to say.
And I will get a dog. Teach it to be a tiger. I'll call it Grumby.
I don't know. Maybe I could be sort of a daughter to you? What do you mean, sort of? Sort of. Don't you trust me? Well, you're not as bad as your daddy. Why are you saying he's bad? Well, that's what my friend says. She knows everything in the whole world because she can sneak into any tiny little hole. Who is that friend of yours anyway? Maybe I'll introduce you. She asks about you a lot, but doesn't want to meet you yet. You do that. Is she talking about Clara, perhaps? Oh boy, we gotta, shit. Alright, let's go get some more bullets. Something tells me we're gonna have more bloody work ahead of us with our friend Ruben and whatever project he's working on. We also need to acquire the map, because we can't... Actually, the, gosh, what is it? The theater in the daytime, which is being used as a hospital, that could be an opportunity, too, to test our combinations. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think I forgot to pick up my latest 2 that I brewed. I should really grab all 4. Alright, hopefully the children have a new map for me, and some bullets. Looks like they have nothing new to say yet. Beautiful. 1 bullet. Shotgun shells, which suggests the existence of a shotgun that I have not seen yet. Alright, we'll trade some of these homemade painkillers. The plus tinctures go for a lot, actually. Trading one of them is probably not a terrible idea. And we can snag some needles, which we can use as bartering currency. That leaves us with plenty of tinctures, though. At this point, water is actually our limiting reagent. Oh, the log got updated because we know which districts are infected and therefore who's at risk. So it looks like Stomatin, he's already infected, so we only need to treat him. At this point, though, it may be worth considering giving him a Schmauder, just because That infection has been lingering for so long now, I'm worried about it. And we do have 3 Schmouters. Saburov is at risk, which I can't say I would be particularly sad if he were to pass on. That guy is a complete psycho. He's still important to the town, though. I'm not really... Well, I suppose I am somewhat at liberty to be making those sorts of decisions, what with being a doctor and all, but... Yeah, we need more empty bottles. We're gonna need to get out in the trash cans again. Kind of doing the long loop here by accident, but it'll get us a tiny bit more. Ooh, Swevery there, actually. I think we've picked up 2 of the rarer herbs in this little trip, actually. What's the other one called? It's the flower-looking one. Ash and Swish, a rare prickly herb. Herbs are used to make tinctures. Thank you, game. I still haven't figured out the entire combination matrix for all of the herbs either. I just know that the rarer ones tend to produce the plus tinctures when combined with the ordinary herbs. So we have 2 rounds now for our revolver, which isn't great, but we do have that Menku finger, which could apparently be a potent weapon. And we still have our knife. Alright, let's see. Looks like we are going to have... Oh, did we get all 4 of them? Okay, we've doubled up on 1, it looks like. That's unfortunate. Alright, we'll start with Reuben, and then we can maybe venture over to the Pantomime, figure out where the item shop is, and then cut our way down to Dankovsky. Dankovsky is honestly the least important piece to me right now. Something tells me that he's not interested in the bull's blood as means of producing a panacea. He's interested in making that damn what is it, vaccine, which is of no use to us here currently. I'm focused on saving the lives, not preventing more outbreaks. Although eventually it may come to that. Okay, these guys evidently have dialogue. I'm going to position myself here in case I need to run from them. I can go inside. Why did you come, Kolbuin? There's enough of us here already. We begin soon. Or do you want to protect your friend? He's dead already. Can't be changed. Perhaps I do want to protect him. The heart of the kin has made up its mind, so this is how it will be. If you kill us, others will come. If not today, tomorrow. You cannot save your friend. He's Ubsh, a dead man. The heart. You chose pretty words. I know a word or 2 as well. Who's in charge of all this? Whom do I need to talk to for you to leave stock alone? No one. There are no ones. Only the whole, the people, the kin, the Katengar. It shares a heartbeat, a sense. It decides nothing. It acts. Your friend is a thorn in our heart. If you truly want to help him, pray to Stepmother Surk, kiss earth, pray for the thorn to rot on its own. Then there will be no need to extract it. So there's still a chance, eh? Means he's not dead yet after all. Alright, Reuben. Looks like your project is no longer illuminated, and there's that blood. Yeah. It's a lot of blood.
What is this spell?
I know. There's a swarm of vultures outside, drawing closer, closer. That's alright. What matters is I'm finished. I can rest now. Where is whatever you worked on yesterday? It's depleted. You promised to tell me what you were doing. I helped Dankovsky make a vaccine. My product is not what he wanted. It only provides temporary protection, but it's better than nothing. It's not what I wanted either, but I won't throw in the towel. What was it made of? I'll tell you later, if I survive to tell the tale. About your survival, do you plan to just sit here and wait until they break in? All I want now is a good night's sleep. A few hours would do. I need to change hideouts. Nothing's keeping me here anymore. Can you distract them? Lead them away? No, you've done something suspicious, something bad. I won't help you until I know more. For now, I can't. Do as you will. Alright, I'll help you out, like I always do. Have it your way. I just need a few minutes to slip away. And then you run away too, or give up. They want me, not you. They take you as one of their own. I don't want to hide behind you, but I can barely stay on my feet. That's fine. It's not the first time. Alright, be ready to run. They're camping on Ruben's doorstep again, getting closer like wolves. It's hard to deal with so many opponents at once, but all I need is to lure them away from Ruben so that he can flee. Now these guys aren't Odongs. These are just regular humans. And I have 2 bullets. Ah, this could be dicey. How's my health looking? My health is okay. And I want to be in a position where I can run. Make space. Well, that didn't work. Alright, how do I get out of here? Straight, right, left, right. Damn, did I miss? With both those shots? Come on, keep moving, guys. What was the symbol on my journal? I think Stock has successfully fled. Now all I need to do is survive myself. Okay. Let's go into Big Vlad's. Damn, I just wasted 2 bullets there, though. Didn't even get to kill or loot anybody. My gun was in good repair, too. There's never anything in that damn cabinet. Yeah, it looks like Big Vlad has nothing interesting to say right now. So, Pantomime, and then either the Fund or the Dead Items Shop. The easiest way to get to the Pantomime is approaching from the north, because that's how we get into the theater, so we'll go right out of here. And also that is a burned out district, so the danger there is going to be high. Where the fuck is he going? Okay, this guy's going to come after us for sure. I'm not even going to bother to look if he's knife wielding or not. Okay, the item shop is not there. Good God, these guys are everywhere. They are swarming. As long as we keep moving, just the path of least resistance to wherever it is that we're going, shouldn't be able to catch us. Although we need to save a bit of stamina here for this burned out district. So we just go past the building and then left, and then we're there. I think actually this should be sufficient stamina to get us where we need to go. Or it'll be close. Yeah, we need food soon, so either the Dead Item Shop and or the Fund. Oh boy.
I fell in love for the first time when I was 6. A kind boy with freckles. And you know, these days his name was Matvey.
I don't believe you. And I don't like you. Actually, that's too mild a statement. I feel an innate resentment towards you.
Ah, it's... well, alright then. Most people love me.
I don't like you either, Girl of Fate. But not just you, I'm not sure I know how to love.
Enough! This won't do. It won't do at all. This is a theatre production, not a pity party. You should be ashamed of how you've wasted your time worrying about such nonsense. Go to bed. That's it. Rehearsal over.
Interesting. Typically there's a foreshadowing element to these plays. I'm not quite sure what is meant to be foreshadowed there. That's a little ways away. Maybe we just go and get our reward first, and then... let's see. Yeah, let's get our reward from the fund first. These dudes are way too willing to kill one of the only doctors in this town. I feel like it's perhaps getting more dangerous at night now. We got some full inventory though, man. Perhaps we don't take the entire reward, but we need to eat. Oh, I bought some lockpicks actually. I could trade them for some bread. Wow, that's worth a lot actually. Maybe I hold on to them until I find somebody with maybe bread and bullets would be the right combination. I keep hearing chanting from these buildings, but then when I get inside there's nothing going on in them. Okay, 2,000 money, some fish. Some eggs. Not exactly a stellar haul, but it'll have to do. Hopefully the money can go pretty far today. We'll eat that and then we'll pick up the eggs. Alright. I brewed something, but did I choose the right organ? I need to test this cure on an infected person. Sometimes infected people just lie on the ground in infected districts, but someone I know by name can serve as a test subject too. Man, if only there was a boat landing spot here, that would be ideal, because then we could just take a boat down to here. But alas, such is our lot. Man, we're gonna need to just eat these eggs right now anyway. We've already gone through all of our reward food. There is a shop right here, and we do have a lot of money right now, although we don't have a lot of inventory space. Perhaps the pocket watch could also be traded in. Or did we drop that off back at the place? Alright, so we can afford some bread. Okay, there they are, yeah. Whew, those are worth a lot. So are the rings. That leaves us with 2,000 left. Of course, we'll need to figure out a way to store. We don't have much space. Let's think. Well, we're on a pause screen. We have 1, 2. This would give us just 3 inventory slots. Yeah, we have just stacks of 1 twire that are really occupying a lot of space. That's fine. We could probably actually eat the meat and the... Yeah, but then... Let's just get rid of both the pocket watches, make the money while we can. Alright, now we need to play inventory Tetris. Go ahead and eat the jerky. Nice. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and just drink this tincture for now. Get our immunity up higher and free up the inventory space. Although now we're going to the dead item shop, I'm worried about my inventory space again, but we don't exactly have any great alternatives. Big Vlad's is the opposite direction, fair bit out of the way. I think the easiest path here is the left, right, left, through, and then on down. Keeps us out of the burnout district as much as possible. We could still look for trouble too if we wanted to. Try to stab some people in the back, but at this point I think I need to be testing with my organ tinctures rather than getting a bunch of new organs. Did you find Isidor's killer yet? Why are you asking? You realize that the same people who killed him also caused the plague. He stood in their way once and stopped them. This time they succeeded. Where's your proof? Now use your head. Isidor was killed, our only doctor. First murder in the town for years. And what happens the very next day? An outbreak. You know, if a fire starts from 4 corners at once, smart folks call it arson. Who would do such a thing? Why? Someone wants to eradicate the local population, maybe even wipe the whole town off the map. They don't even care if it takes them to their own grave. They can't live like this, so life is meaningless. Now, who has a reason to hate the existing order of society? Use your head. You're talking about the kin. This is a steppe disease brought by the steppe people. That's where we should be looking. This plague, it didn't start out of nowhere. It was engineered directly by someone. Ask anyone. It's not natural. I need to think about it. There's our other paper clip. But we don't have any inventory space. Ugh. Let's think about this. What else can be done? We could drop that singular match. But the ring is worth so much. This actually gets us 2 things. So we have to drop the match. And then what? What's the next thing that we can drop? Everything else that we have is pretty... We need to get these diseases, these test cures off of our hands. That's what we need to do. We need to go in and administer them somewhere. Is that murky?
The plague bringer is here, walking around.
I had a fight with Sticky, all because of your father again. I'm so worried now. What if we never make up? What did you fight about? Sticky says your father is good, that he was smart and kind to people, but I know that's not true. Why isn't it? Because everything is bad because of your dad. He always made everyone sad. Really, everyone. If it weren't for him, we would be living like we used to, and nothing would be bad. How do you know that? I know because I feel that way. Well, I guess there's no convincing you otherwise. I hope I can make up with Sticky. I don't hate having a brother at all. He grumbles a lot, but he's really nice. He makes food for me. Yesterday he brought me sugar. He put it all over a candle and made a piece of candy. Where did that rascal find it? Oh wait, we need to go through there and then take the edge. Or no, okay, that'll work. Hopefully there's not anybody lying in ambush back here. Oh god. Maybe we can get by them. Alright, we have more water now. We just need to find spots to fill it at. I think that nightjar is doomed, but at least he's drawn their attention. Okay, so we just have to go straight down there and then to the right. I'm sure we're gonna get attacked. Closer. Okay, yeah, that guy's already right on top of me. Good God. Maybe this nightjar can help. Oh man, it's one off. That's fine. That frees up a little bit of inventory space. Gets our gun looking good. Okay. We need to go back into the graveyard over here. I don't think we've been here yet, actually. Yeah, just the tombs. Oh, these are the tombs of the old mistresses of the town, the ones that supposedly had clairvoyant powers, who were affiliated with the great families. I guess rather who were the co-heads of the great families. Saburov's wife is still alive, but Olgimsky's wife is dead, and the late Kana woman was dead as well. Although the daughters of Olgimsky and Kana are starting to come into their roles. With the Olgimsky daughter, Capella, she seems quite decent, but the other one, the woman in the red dress, she seems like a nightmare. She was the one that was trying to get houses torn down on a whim. Hey there, fellow traveler. You're right on time. On time. Today is a special day. A day backwards. Usually I collect dead things. Today, I sell unborn ones. What do you mean? I have these bits of paper, see? Candy wrappers. Absolutely useless. You can't do anything with them. I'm selling them for money. Today only. And they're expensive, too. Why the hell would I want to buy candy wrappers for money? That I will not explain. Perhaps this is my attempt to save you, fellow traveler, giving away diamonds for the price of sugar. Or maybe I'm trying to swindle you, as befits a merchant. Or it's just all a prank. Who knows? Not you. So explain like a normal person. The stakes are your fate, fellow traveler. You're sewn to yours with a double seam, meaning you can do anything. Fate won't let you go astray. Even if you don't yet understand the meaning of your actions. Listen, what does fate whisper? Should you take my candy wrappers? Are you suggesting that we're still playing back on the train? That's an unnerving thought. Well, if we do this and they're worthless, we're out 1250, which is not the end of the world. Fuck it. Let's go. Just get rid of that one match. That's it, huh? I mean, we could sell him some things, right? Although we still have 1,800 money. I mean, that's enough to get us some food in a pinch. The atrium is infected. So we protected the bridge, I guess, but maybe not the atrium? Hey. There's the safety pin that we wanted, but what can we trade for it? I think buttons are actually more valuable than safety pins, but the safety pin has an immediate utility to us for allowing us to repair our cloak. So definitely feeling the effects going about the infected districts without any protection. Speaking of which, we're going to need to move quickly and hopefully just find 3 people to administer the serum to. Jesus, that statue is terrifying. It's literally like a ghost. Or is it Kana or Keynes, the last name? Keynes, my bad. I thought it was Kana. Couldn't quite remember. I haven't interacted with them a whole lot. They're the sort of utopian architects who design the stuff in the town. Well, some of it, because I think Yulia, designed like the layout of the streets, but she works with the Keyneses. Yulia seems interesting, but there just hasn't been much opportunity to speak to her. Alright, we need to find some poor infected bastard here. Which may not be a good idea at the in the nighttime, actually. Maybe we can find some people in buildings, but it feels so risky with the wandering plagues in these places. Not to mention the diseased. Okay, yeah, I don't like this. We're getting out. There's gotta be someone. Okay, excellent. Wrong antibiotic administered. Okay, so function that acted as an antibiotic then, is what the game is kind of hinting at to me anyway. I don't have, whoa, room for that. Can't tell if this guy is a bandit or not. He is. Right, we can't trade with or interact with him. Okay, excellent. We don't have inventory space. It's funny we were able to just sneak up on him so quickly. We were right next to him, he didn't mind at all. Gosh, we need... Alright, our immunities. Let's take a plus tincture since we have plenty of them. Yeah, that's way more immunity. Alright, let's do one more sweep through this place. For another person lying on the ground. I hate that. It's like this place is deserted right now. What remains, we can go back up through the back alley. I don't know if that'll work. Let's go to talk to Dankovsky here. I keep hearing these noises coming from these buildings.
A regular train will come soon. It'll bring doctors and medicine from the capital.
You're a step man, aren't you? Your kin? Tell me how to walk the step right. You have no business in the steppe, townflower. What are you, a daisy? A forget-me-not? A daisy, I guess. You must be a bitter root. No, little girl. I'm a thistle. Want me to tell you a dream I had? Go ahead. I dreamt of Earth, a cemetery. Not ours, a different one, in a big city. I walked through it barefoot, then I saw them there in the snow melt, the bones. I realized they were his beloved bones, or maybe my own even? Why? What was the purpose of my life? Whose bones were they, Bellflower? Your tenants. This plague came after me. Really? I'm good for nothing, worthless. I don't know my own purpose. Do you? I would never have come back here if I knew. You know, I tried to tell him, but he only laughs it off. I don't want to die. I know I must, but I don't want to. Dankovsky does that. Well, it's his area of expertise. If he laughs, it must be because you will live forever.
I'm sorry, but I really do need to keep working.
No vaccine yet. Another fruitless attempt. But there must be a solution to this problem. There must. You look exhausted, Erdem. Get some sleep. Twyra's in bloom. Tell that to Reuben. He doesn't sleep at all, though he's well aware of that Twyra of yours. Is he, I wonder? Anyway, how's it going? Any progress? I got something. Bulls can't get infected. Are you sure? I had the same line of thinking. At least that's the first thing I checked. And? This whole bull thing. I had one delivered to me. I injected it with the strain, intending to collect a blood sample the next day, but the beast disappeared in the night. Any idea who could be behind it? Here, take a look. A sample of bull blood. Are you a mind reader? No, it's just that you have experience with this. You're a scientist. I'm a surgeon. Leave it with me. I'll study it. It'll only take a few hours. While I'm busy, you may hit the cot over there by the folding screen. You need it. I've seen corpses prettier than you. Alright. Thanks, Erdem. I mean, at this point, yeah. We can just wait for the dawn. How's our exhaustion looking? Yeah, 3 hours of sleep would be perfect. We're gonna need to go back to the lair, though, and eat.
Walking around outside should be prohibited. Special couriers should be assigned instead.
Well, seems like you were right, but it's of no use to either of us. Why is that? Indeed, they produce antibodies, a lot of them, but they're useless to us. Tell me more. How well versed are you in raw sample hyperimmunization for xenogenic serums? Do you know how immunoglobulins are extracted from a native serum? We didn't learn that in any of my courses. Sandpest evolves and mutates in human blood. Fast. It doesn't do that in bulls. It's as though bulls are of no interest to it, but their antibodies could theoretically be useful. Of no interest, you say? Wait a second. What? Oh, nothing. Just thinking. Unless the disease is weakened, we can't inject a person with those antibodies. It's too risky. Children, for example, definitely wouldn't survive the procedure. We're too different from bulls. Meaning that what we need is... a minotaur. That's funny. A minotaur, a creature that combines man and bull. An infected brain can be brewed into an antibiotic. It weakens the disease but does not kill it. Okay, so that was the brain that we had done. Dankovsky's findings support my own suspicions. Common bulls are useless to us. I'm glad we agree. If it doesn't help, though. Rumor has it the outbreak didn't happen by chance. Someone made it happen. A person. Is it possible? The townsfolk firmly believe the Sabarovs are harboring a plague carrier in their house. Sabarov sees... Okay, these are older messages. Oh, there's the thing with Lara and the barrels, where evidently I did make the right choice by not delivering the barrels. So I think I saw that your inaction has prevented the plague from going to X District. Alright. Exhaustion's looking good, but hunger's rough now. Alright, this could be an opportunity to get some water as well. This district is not burned out, so maybe we can... great. Perhaps we wait till daytime. It's very dangerous to be out and about. Whoa. This isn't even a... We're just adjacent to an infected district and we got these wandering plague clouds going through. It's pretty scary. Sure, fair trade. That's nice though. We're effectively turning our curative potions into handgun bullets, which may or may not be useful. It turns out, because damned if I didn't line up 2 headshots on those guys earlier. Although perhaps there was like an aggro time, maybe, like they weren't regarded. I don't know what happens if you fire on people who aren't hostile to you, like how the game's AI handles all that. I wonder if there's any living plague victims in these districts that are burned out. I can't remember. It doesn't stand out in my mind as being the case, so... Oh, that flower has a unique sound. That's like a rattle instead of the fly noises. Also, this guy... Oh, he just disappears. Day 6, in which the answers reveal themselves, that the Haruspex is brave enough not to seek them. I don't know how I feel about that kind of message. It's a little bit ominous. Oh wait, we have this big old hunk of bread here we can eat. Beautiful. Looks like that does about as much as the steak did. I mean, we can go to the hospital. I can't think of anything else that needs immediately done. At some point we'll have to tend to our bond. Try to administer treatments to those who are sick, but... Isidore Barak's murderer is caught at last. The real one this time, it seems. Where? At the Rod again? Yes, Sabarov is home today. It is said that he is desperate. His authority seems to be falling apart. Really? Didn't take long. Damn. Well, we need to go over there at some point to administer treatment to him anyway. Or administer an immunity booster, rather. So it might as well be now in the early morning. I'm not gonna waste a bullet. Now you'd think they'd have some security outside here.
My voice is ragged. Perhaps I should quit smoking. Or is it pointless now anyway?
This is Yulia. Can I do anything? Why did you come? I just want to be of help. Like counting corpses. Fine work for a mathematician in times like these. If that's irony here, it's misplaced. This is precisely the work I was tasked with at the town hall. Statistics. Orderlies do the rounds and count the sick and dead, and I work with the data. Is that not enough for you? I could look after the sick. I'm not afraid of dirty work, but actually, I have quite a few skills aside from mathematics. Such as? I can sew, tie knots, tell stories, do card tricks, play cello, and repair equipment. Although I doubt any of that would be useful here. Ultimately, I can't walk around too much on account of my leg. Still, you should go home now. There's nothing for you to do here. What's wrong with her leg? I guess it's just wounded.
How heavy is a head?
Ah, there you are. Why are the kin after you? Tell me. Not here. It's a long story and this place is, well, unsuitable. If you really want to talk about it, come by my place tonight or tomorrow. Got it. So what do we have here? What work needs to be done? Today's job is downright ugly. Perfect for the likes of you and I. Autopsies. A lot of them. How many is a lot? We need organs to study them. Infected, healthy, all kinds of them. Not blood, though. Orderlies can collect it without our help. I'll do most of the work, but there's no reason for you to slack off. Examining infected organs makes sense, but why would we need healthy ones? Did those 6 years of study go over your head completely? Infected and healthy are just words, but everything is interconnected in a body. A healthy organ might be showing first signs of infection. Conversely, it might have already developed antibodies. I doubt we're capable of examining anything at that level without a real lab. Leave that to Dankovsky. Our job is to extract the organs and put them in the icebox, there, on the stage. Let Dankovsky be the one to rummage through them. You seem less like an adoring fan. That's nice to see. He works hard, but I've yet to see the results. Are you implying the same about me, I wonder? You know I never imply. I tell things straight, and I shouldn't have said the things I said back then. Mentor would be proud of you now. He was proud of you. Peace, then. Peace. Let bygones be bygones. Extract 6 organs and put them into the icebox on the stage. Alright, we still have living patients. Excellent, I can administer my test things to them. Treatment successful, so it looks like it functioned as an antibiotic. An infected kidney produces an antibiotic too. Still not a panacea. Wow, lucked out with those. They happen to correspond to the right color, I guess. An infected liver produces an antibiotic too. Still not a panacea. Okay, so this is functionally like the pills. So maybe we can use one on a treatment for one of the people at risk. Alright, now comes the fun part. We need to watch out because the infection clouds have seemed to spring out at us. Okay, it's nice they gave us a scalpel. We can go ahead and just wear that down and preserve our Menku finger. Alright, so let's try to autopsy from a distance and then run away. So we need 6 organs. It didn't specify which type. Let me just double check that. Okay. The heart and the brain take up a lot of space, so I think we could just do these 2 on 3 different people. Let's get the hell out of there. Okay. We're going to have to end up using the Menku finger at some point, though. Just need one more, I believe. Done with my shift for today. Tomorrow the fund will reward me, and new work will become available at the hospital. Alright. I think it's off to Sabarov's. Oh boy. Where did that even spring up from? Jesus. Why am I seeing this? There's no point in trying any further options. There's no point in trying any further options. This is new. Wrong. Trying out infected tissue leads nowhere. I need to think outside the box here. It feels like the cure for the pest can only be made from a minotaur, a chimera, half human, half bull. Where would I find such a creature? Didn't the Odongs argue that they were half human, half of the earth? I wonder if that could apply. The panacea requires a non-existent component. I need to pour a paradox into the alembic, but I refuse to give in. Sooner or later, I'll find the answer, or it will find me. Ruben spends nights at home now. It's time to see if Ruben is done with his shady business, which we did. Alright, anything else new? There's where we gave Capella hope, because we kind of implied that the piano playing could have been the spirit of her mother. Because it seemed like she would be pretty distraught having to cope with the fact that her mother is, well, probably just gone. Although, who knows, there's some supernatural things going on here for sure. This town doesn't obey the laws of nature, it would seem. As evidenced by the polyhedron, if nothing else. Nice. Those are what we were needing to upgrade the Menku finger. Or not upgrade, but repair it back towards the tippy top. We could probably repair our gun too. Oh boy. I just drank infected water. Shit. Or muddy water, I should say. But this is not an infected district, and it's not even a burned out district. Shit. Typically those water barrels were good to go if the district wasn't under threat. You've got to be kidding me. I'm hearing it again. Okay, the Menku finger is completely repaired. It's this shop, and it's even on my map. Something is wrong with this shop. It's Big Vlad.
A wrong time. To start this fight.
Ah, Barak. You don't have a wife yet, of course, do you? Not yet. Neither do I. Not anymore. Surprising to find you here, boss. I dropped by to check if everything's been executed exactly as I instructed. Why did I bother? Of course it was. Like anyone would dare disobey. Like anyone would. What did you order someone to do here? They used to sell knickknacks and mementos here long ago. That's where I met her. She was buying a brooch. We married the same year. It was fall, too. I returned here much later. How long was it? 8 years. They began selling meat. My meat, of course. Brooches. Who needs brooches? So it was your shop. Everything is mine here. Doesn't look like it. Otherwise you wouldn't be here. What should I do, Barak? Should I repair the shop or leave it like this? As a memento. Repair it. Let them sell meat. It's profitable to everyone. Oh don't know whether that decision will have any impact or not, but... Actually, nah, we can try to hit another food store at some point. There could be a children's cache up there. I don't think I've been up this stairway to nowhere yet. Nice. Okay. What do we leave behind? Hope I'm playing the game right. We've got so much inventory space, we don't have any side-by-sides. There we go. I don't want to jump, I might take damage. Alright, let's go see what's going on with Saburov. We do have blood. Oh, there's some white whip there. Wow. Is that everything? So it would seem. Alright. Getting pressed for time now. We need to try to trade with children though. Occasionally they do have schmouters, although we probably can't afford one right now. Hey uncle, let's play fire starters. Take a pebble. If you get a red one, you're sick. Black and you're a fire starter. We use sticks for bottles. Get hit and you're dead. If you're sick and touch a fire starter, they get infected too. You go ahead, I've got enough on my plate already. Everyone wants to play a fire starter, it's boring to be sick. Folks say the fire starters are sick too. The plague doesn't kill them, it whispers to them, tells them to burn folks so that they suffer less. It's kind. You play funny games. So she's got fish. She's got fish. Don't really need morphine. Eggs. Boat coins, of which I have 2. Soap. Boat coin, alright. Let's get that fish then. Anything to repair our other non-weapons with. We're gonna drop that, aren't we? There we go. Alright, on to Saburov's. Ah, shit. Maybe we can shoot the plague. Left is all we gotta do. talk to the accused. He's one of those face-painted guys that we see at night. Who are you? Who are you? I'm innocent. Right. Sorry, my mistake. Should I go now? Give me a break. Shrike, the militia boss, dragged me in here. He had it out for me for the past 3 years. Yes, I broke into the Kane's place, so they don't need worldly things. The heavens sustain them. Why should I be treated like a murderer? The Kanes? What do they have to do with this? Well, Simon Kane was old Brock's pal. That night I saw them parting near the Crucible a few minutes past midnight. Your father told him, I have 3 hours left, and you'll probably hold out for a bit longer. He must have known what fate awaited him. He knew who was going to murder him. True, it doesn't sound like they were talking about murder, more like both of them decided to die. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe there was a poison in their blood and they only had a little time left to live. How do you figure that? Look, this whole mess is none of my business, but your father knew that he had 3 hours left to live. I ended up talking about it once when I'd had too much to drink, embellished a few things, and that's when Shrike took me in. Both of them were gone that night, both your father and Simon Kane. So who killed them? Hell if I know, but it sure wasn't me. I was just passing by and overheard them talking, right? They sounded like they planned it all from the start. Get it? I do.
You can't look straight at the sun or at death without flinching. Whose saying was that?
It's good that you've come, Barak. We require medical assistance, and this time I can only rely on that troublesome Dankovsky. We? My wife is very ill, Barak. I'm not sure how to help her. What's wrong with her? She seems to be losing her mind. She's obsessed with things. Strange things. Your wife considers herself a mistress. She's supposed to see things that no one else does. Katerina believes she cares for our town as if she were some mystical ruler. She's delirious. I think she communicates with something, some being. What kind of being? I'm not used to speaking about these matters. My mind tells me she is imagining it, but at times I can hear it respond to her. Yet when I enter her room, I find her sitting alone on the bed, and I can't muster the courage to speak to her. I understand. I'll examine her. Let's go ahead and boost his immunity. Where is she? Alright, she's in like a side building, kind of like Capella, it looks like. Oh boy. Alright, this is going to be an ordeal, and this video's already gone on fairly long, so I think we'll start with these shadows next time.